안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean Wave. A brand new week with Monday's edition of the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-wa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects with K-entertainment, K-trends, K-literature, K-everything. For today's show, we are joined by our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, so it's lovely to be here. Hello, everyone. My name is Walter Lee, and I'll be your co-host from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and also for the K-entertainment section as well, so don't miss that.
Don't miss that. And we're also happy to have our culture correspondent, Park Kon-woo, joining us in the studio. Welcome, Kon-woo.
Lovely to be here. And hello, everyone. I'm Park Kon-woo, a culture correspondent at Arirang News. Some of you might be familiar with me as an economics and business correspondent, appearing at regular newscasts and also News Generation. But now I've recently joined the culture team and will be sharing fresh cultural items mostly happening in Korea from now on. So look forward to my fun coverages.
Can't wait for your reports, Kon-woo. And also, we can't wait for your very first coverage for the Culture Wave. Now, Jeju Island is coming up with ways to diversify tourism in an environmentally friendly way, especially by utilizing renewable energy for activities done in camping program. So, Kon-woo, I heard you just came back from Jeju Island?
That's right. From last Thursday to Friday, I was at Jeju at a RE100 camping site, which was held by Jeju province. And for those who might not know what RE100 is, it stands for Renewable Electricity 100, which is a global initiative to make a 100% transition to renewable energy. And the event was very special because it was held at a wind farm, which was usually not open to the public, but it was open to the public for the first time for camping. And then people were able to use renewable energy generated from wind turbines and solar panels to enjoy their fun activities at the site. But I'm assuming now that all our viewers must want to look for themselves, so why don't we first take a look at my coverage? A pleasant eco-friendly camping adventure utilizing renewable energy. This is available on South Korea's largest island, Jeju, by using its plentiful natural resources, including wind power. As part of the net zero target of 2035, Jeju held its first RE100 camping event last week at the Dongbok Bukchon wind farm, sourcing renewable electricity for cooking and lighting the site, among others. With renewable energy generated from the wind power at the site, you can charge your own phone just like me. Now, I'm ready for more eco-friendly experiences. By riding this electric bicycle charged with renewable energy, you can enjoy the beautiful nature of Jeju while breathing in the fresh air. A total of 100 campers signed up on a first-come, first-served basis enjoyed themselves during the one-night stay.
I've always been interested in recycling, so participating in this was meaningful. I rode an electric bike for the first time and it was fun. I'm looking forward to the barbecue, especially as you can't miss out on eating when camping.
Pork barbecued using electricity generated from wind power, along with farm produce from Jeju including carrots, was served to the campers for dinner. And as the camping was held at a site filled with abundant natural scenery, the campers were able to engage with nature as well. While trekking Gotjawar Forest, a kind of volcanic ecosystem in Jeju, campers had a chance to listen carefully to the sounds of nature with headsets and a small recorder.
I felt really comfortable as I was absorbed in the sounds of nature. It was fun to experience these activities with campers interested in environmental issues. I would like to keep coming here.
An official from the Jeju Tourism Organization is confident that the experience will continue to be popular.
Considering the environment and energy transition is a global trend, various eco-friendly events and content are being made. That's why our renewable energy camping is more unique.
He also said Jeju will be planning many more of these eco-friendly camping programs to bring more tourists to the region down the road.
Normally, you might think that camping itself is nature-friendly, but it's actually the campers just being inside nature. So I think this program really shows how you can make good use of nature in an eco-friendly way. So really excellent coverage there, Kon-woo. And I have to say the best part was when Kon-woo was riding the electric bicycle.
That was the funniest part,
yes.
Okay, so I probably can imagine that many viewers would like to have the same experience. So how can you register for this program?
Yes, so before the camping part, I do want to mention about my bicycle part because that took a lot of effort. I had to reshoot several times over and over because the road was so rocky. The bike was so shaky.
You could see that.
But anyways, aside from that,
Good
the
job.
camping part. First of all, you have to know that this year's event was a pilot program. So the Jeju Tourism Organization says that it'll possibly be opening this same event next year. So they say to keep an eye on their official Instagram accounts, which you can also see on the screen. And then when they say keep an eye on, they actually mean it, because when they say it for this event this year, all 100 tickets were sold within 3 days after the Instagram account had the post uploaded.
Wow, 3 days might seem like not a very short time, but this is just a pilot program.
Yes,
so when this
exactly.
really kicks off, probably tickets will be sold out in a much shorter period, right?
I mean, it's already popular, as we can see, but aside from this RE event, where are some other places people can camp while going to Jeju Island?
So there are so many places you can enjoy camping at Jeju Island because it's one of the most popular sites in South Korea to camp, thanks to its natural resources and beautiful nature, scenery. And then you can also look up more on visitjeju.net, which you can also see on the screen as well. And I actually got some recommendations from the official of Jeju Tourism Organization. And do you want to know some more?
Of course.
Yes. So the first one is 붉은 얼음, which is translated to red volcanic cone, named after its red soils and rocks. And the second one is Byangdo Island, located in the western part of Jeju Island.
And Konu, you just mentioned the beautiful scenery on Jeju Island. So for those people who might not really be into camping, would there be any other recommendations, especially during this wonderful autumn season?
Yes, all our viewers must be very lucky that you've just asked. So the World Heritage Festival is being held until Tuesday next week. At the event, you can explore beautiful world heritages on site in Jeju Island. You can walk on trails that aren't open to the public normally with just 5,000 won, that's just under $4 only paid by cash. And then also, you can also, participate in some special programs where you can explore some deep caves. But unfortunately, those tickets are now all sold out.
Oh.
But there's still a chance. You can still try buying tickets on site in case of any cancellations. So please keep an eye on this one as well, and don't miss it.
Okay, there's a lot to take note of, right?
A lot to take
So
note of.
thank you very much, Konu, for that extensive report. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Konu.
Thank you.
Time for some K-Enter news with Walter Lee. Walter, we have some super news.
Yes, we do. We always have super news when I'm on, so get your, ears ready for what I've got today. On October 11th, which was just the other day, BTS member JIN'S single, now I've got to say this properly, Super Tuna, because I kept saying Super Junior before.
Oh,
but
that's because you're probably the Super Junior generation.
I am the Super Junior generation, or Super Tamchi in Korean, topped Japan's Oricon Daily Digital Single Ranking by 8 a.m. on the 13th of October. It actually reached #1 on iTunes top songs in 57 countries and regions. This is including places like Japan, US, Brazil, and Australia as well. Now, the song also entered Spotify's daily top songs globally, charting at number 90 in October 12th.
And we're currently seeing part of the music video.
Yes, we are.
And I was actually listening and watching that song on my way to work today. And I have to say, it was nothing like the other BTS songs.
Definitely not.
But I heard the song was a special performance song in 2021. And back then, it only had one verse. So, Walter, why did it suddenly make its way back into the spotlight?
That's because he actually released it as a full version now with a second verse. Now, the song itself, it does sound very different to BTS. That's because it reflects on JIN'S love for fishing. He wanted to show
now
how
it
much he
makes
loved
sense.
fishing. Yes. So also he wants to thank his fans for the support. So he also released a special video, as we just saw on the TV at the moment. It was filmed in Uljin, Gyeongsang-bukdo province, alongside the single. Now, JIN has been very very busy these days. Now, this is after he's discharged from the military of June this year. I mean, he was creating his own content. Who could forget the Paris 2024 torch-bearing? And he's also the brand ambassador for Gucci.
Wow, I can imagine that Jin won't have enough time to spend on his hobby, fishing.
Yes.
That's how busy he is. But staying on the topic of K-pop or a K-pop group with news that some fans might be a little disappointed about and others not.
Yeah, so some news on the boy group Rise. Now, the member Seunghan has announced his departure from the group in a handwritten letter on social media. Now, this comes only days after Rise's production company, SM Wizard Production, actually said that he was going to stay within the band, and this was followed by another handwritten letter by Seunghan saying that he will, quote, "I'm committed to becoming a more responsible person in order to never hurt our fans, the members, or the management staff as well. I will work tirelessly to not let those people down who believed in me. My goal is to become an irreplaceable member of Rise."
And Walter, tell us a bit more about the reactions from the fans.
Okay, so just to let you know, Rise did debut in September 2023, so just over a year now. But the controversial pre-debut pictures were leaked, which damaged the reputation of Seunghan, and he took a hiatus after those pictures were leaked. Now, when it was announced that he would join the group, the fans' reaction was quite strong against it. Now, sending protest wreaths as well as trucks with messages saying that they don't want him in the band anymore. And this is obviously comes as a shock to Seunghan, but he said in his post that he understands. Now, Rise has a lot of weight on their shoulders, actually, as they are the first boy band in SM Entertainment since making NCT. So they're the first boy band in 7 years for the entertainment business. Now, they have released such tracks such as Get a Guitar, Talk Sexy, and Boom Boom Bass, a track off their first mini album.
All right, now Walter, let's move on to our final story. We can end on a little more brighter note. What do you have for us?
Yes, I mean, if you haven't heard her name already, her name is all over the papers, all over the news since the announcement of Korean author Han Gang's Nobel Prize for Literature. Many South Koreans celebrated, but no one could have actually imagined that her success would affect the charts of the Korea's most top streaming platform, Melon. Now, on October 10th, get this, Korea time, 악동 musician or 악뮤's song, very long title, How Can I Love the Heartbreak, You're the Only One I Love, or 어떻게 이별까지 사랑하겠어, 널 사랑한 거지.
Oh, it's one of my favorite songs by
I
Angmyu.
love it. Listening to it now, I just want to sing it. But that was released in 2019, and it started climbing the charts again. Now, by the 11th of October, it reached as high as 13th.
Okay, I get it. These songs are back on the charts.
Yes.
That does happen. But what is the connection to Han Gang here?
Very good question. So the surge in popularity is attributed to Han Gang's mentioning that she was deeply moved by the song while writing her 2021 novel, We Do Not Part, or 착별하지 않는다. Now, Han revealed that listening to the song brought her to tears. Now, this is a story shared on Moonhak Dongnae's YouTube channel. And other artists, not just 악동 musician, getting recognized as well, such as Hin, whose real name is Park Hae-won. She derived her stage name from one of Han Gang's books, which is The White Book, as Hin means the color white in Korean. And talking about BTS again. BTS's RM drew interest from the public as he once spoke about reading The Boy Is Coming or 소년이 온다 during a live broadcast.
You know, it's really interesting. We usually see how K-pop and K-drama influences other sectors like K-food or K-beauty items. But here in this case, we're seeing how K-literature is again putting influence into K-pop. So I think
fascinating.
It is fascinating. So thank you very much, Walter, for those Enter News.
No worries. See you soon.
And it's now time to go over to our AI anchor, Ari, for what else is making headlines in Culture News.
Hello and welcome to the Culture Wave AI News. I am Mari, your AI guide to the latest in cultural news and information, with a special focus on all things Korea. Let's jump into our first story of the day. Netflix has brought its in-person Squid Game experience, this time to New York City, ahead of the highly anticipated release of the drama's second season. Dubbed Squid Game: The Experience. The immersive adventure allows fans and thrill seekers to enter the world of Squid Game and participate in the games they've seen on screen. Netflix also plans to launch the gaming zones in Asia and Europe this fall. Gyeongbokgung Palace will host a reenactment of Cheopjong, a Joseon-era palace guard inspection ceremony. Some 120 palace guards will demonstrate traditional military formations used for combat deployment. The palace will also offer events where visitors can try on traditional military attire known as tollik and practice martial arts, such as archery. The special events will be held from October 18th to 20th. The Culture Ministry is hosting the 2024 Hanbok Culture Week from Monday to Sunday under the theme The Elegance of Hanbok, the Essence of Hallyu. Held annually during the third week of October, the event aims to promote the integration of Hanbok into everyday life through various exhibitions, fashion shows, and interactive events nationwide. The Kimchi Association of Korea will host the first Korea Kimjang Kimchi Festival at Seoul's Namsanggol Hanok Village. The festival, set for this Wednesday and Thursday, will showcase specially curated kimchi recipes, offering visitors hands-on experiences and tasting events. It will feature a range of sideline events, including a magic show and an arm wrestling competition. A museum will also be set up to help visitors explore the unique characteristics of kimchi from various regions, with lectures from renowned kimchi masters. And that's all from me for today. I'll be back with more interesting news and information same time tomorrow. See you then.
핫쇼핑이라고 알아?
Author Han Gang has written a new page in history, becoming the first Korean to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. Following the K-pop and K-drama craze, K-literature is emerging as the next K-wave. Today, we want to share thoughts on Korean literature, which has been receiving increased recognition around the world. And to do that, we are joined by Professor Ji Hae-won from Kyung University's Arts and Culture Management Program. Welcome, Professor Ji.
Hello, good to see you.
So, novelist Han Gang, with her win of the Nobel Prize, has not only become the first Korean to make that achievement, but also she's the first female Asian to receive that award. So tell us a bit about Korean female writers and they being acknowledged globally.
Yeah, that's right. It's such an amazing achievement, not only Han Gang herself, but for the entire Asian literature market. Of course, the Korean literature field. And personally, I was so happy to hear that news last week as well. So Han Gang made her debut as a poet in 1993, and her first novel was published in the following year. And she has been written ever since then, and one of the most famous her novels The Vegetarian was published in 2007 in Korea. And it has been translated into at least 13 languages, including English, French, Spanish, and Chinese. And the audiences and critics worldwide had acclaimed her novels. And actually, that was her first novel, which was translated into English in UK in 2015 and in the US the next year. And she actually, the Vegetarian actually won the 2016 Man Booker International Prize, and which was such an achievement as well. It was like 8 years ago. So, but prior to the Vegetarian, Shin Kyung-suk, the Please Look After Mom, was globally published when won the 2012 Man Asian Literature Prize for the first time as a Korean writer. And besides them, Kim Eran, Jo Nam-ju, Jung Yumi, Son Won-pyung, and Jung Bora are the other Korean female writers who have been acclaimed worldwide.
Many big names
Many
there.
big names.
Yes. And also, Korean American female writers are also in the spotlight. Like just recently, Joo-hae Kim, who on the same day as Han Gang-swin received the Yasnaya Polyana Literary Award for her debut novel. So what's behind the growing interest in Korean women's literature?
It's not easy to answer that question, but Kim Joo-hae is a Korean American writer, and her novel Beast of a Little Land, 작은 땅의 야수들, actually that was published in Korea as well, and she won the Beck Award last week. And the book set in Korea during the Japanese colonial era and portrays the lives of ordinary people struggling with the survival and independence. So I guess one of the biggest reasons that behind the growing interest for the Korean literature is that most of the stories are based on the Korean history and society and ordinary people's lives with full of emotions. And I think as the more people interested in the Korean society itself, they wanted to learn more about Korea and want to read more of the K-literature as well.
Right. Now, Walter, you also have a few questions to Professor Ji.
Yes, I do, Professor. So people seem to be really interested in various different genres in Korean literature, pure literature, science fiction, and recently so-called healing novels as well. Now, the latter may be unfamiliar term to some, but healing novels from Korea are already a thing abroad. Is that correct?
There are healing novels, but I think it's kind of true. There are like a Korean style healing novels out there. So healing literature, also known as a healing fiction, that's a novels to refer to the comforting to the readers, and the readers are mostly like struggling with their everyday lives. So this genre has emerged as a trend in Korean literature, actually, and most of them convey the contemporary issues, such as like mental health or the pressure of daily lives. So, and those kind of novels tell the readers the importance of the process healing, of recovering from pain, and what is the importance of each character's finding the meaning of their own lives. So people just learn more about the characters, and they feel more like comfortable to read those novels. So I think that's kind of the Korean healing novels, and I guess more and more people fall in love with the Korean style feeling novels.
It's almost like Korean dramas, isn't it? It feels like Korean dramas. But in addition, various content and performances that are based on Korean literature continue to be popular. But what kind of works are they?
There are many films and TV shows and theatrical works based on the Korean literature. The Vegetarian, actually, we just talked, that was transferred into films like 10, 15 years ago. And Kim Ji-young, born 1982, by Jo Nam-ju, and My Brilliant Life, 두근두근 내 인생 by Kim Eran, Silenced, 도가니. And Monday, Thursday, the 우리들의 행복한 시간 by 공지영. And more recently, the Love in a Big City by Park Sang-young were adapted into films, and there are many others actually. And for the theatrical works, Please Look After Mom by Shin Kyung-suk and Kim Ji-young, born 1982, were transferred to stage plays. And Almond by Son Won-pyong was adapted into musical theaters. And maybe, as you know, more recently, the famous Pachinko by Korean-American writer Lee Min-jin was recently released on Apple TV.
Very familiar names. Professor Ji, very briefly, last but not least, what is your assessment on the future of K-literature?
Of course, I believe the K-literature will continue to grow and be more popular in worldwide audiences. So we didn't actually get a chance to talk about the web novels today, but I think there are many existing and emerging artists out there. So I think they are also lead the K-literature market as well. So I really wanted to talk a little bit more about the next time.
Oh, probably we'll get to that in the future. Thank you very much, Professor Ji, for your insights today. Thank you, Walter, for your part.
Thank you, as always.
And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave, and hope you join us again tomorrow and maybe one day here in Korea. Thank you for watching.